Hello, and welcome to Laughing in a Tent. My name is Sarah, and I'm your host in this lovely podcast. And this is my first time ever recording a video where I knew I was going to post it, so that's kind of nerve-wracking. The last one I recorded was about my story of leaving Mormonism. I don't know if I'll actually post these in order, so it might not be the last one that I posted, but the last one I recorded. And that one I just kind of recorded like immediately after leaving the church. And so it was just kind of stream of consciousness, just like getting things out there. So it was much more of a video journal. So this one's a bit higher stakes, but I'm really excited to embark on this journey with you. I have a lot of ideas of things I want to share, experiences I've had in Mormonism, and just things that I think are interesting or fun to talk about. My main purpose in starting this channel is kind of twofold. The main purpose is that I just really want to give back in ways that this community has helped me. When I first left the church, it can be really hard because you kind of lose your whole community that you've grown up with. And even though I have a lot of wonderful friends and family who are still, willing to hang out with me and like they didn't treat me badly, which I am very, very lucky for. It was like hard to connect with people because I just couldn't really understand what I was going through. And so I relied a lot initially on just the online ex-Mormon space. And so I found that really, really helpful for me in those early stages of deconstruction. And as I'm kind of starting to rebuild my own community, in person, the online spaces have been extremely helpful for me. So I just kind of wanted to be able to add another voice to that community and hopefully increase the chances that anyone who's leaving Mormonism can find someone that they can relate to and someone who can kind of see them and hear them and be alongside them on their journey. So with that, welcome to my podcast. One thing I did want to talk about is the name of my podcast. So I chose the name Laughing in a Tent, and this is a reference to Sarah in the Bible. So as I mentioned, my name is Sarah, so obviously I have that connection there. But Sarah, when God told Abraham that Sarah was going to bear a son, she overheard that while she was in the tent nearby. And she just thought it was so absurd because she was 100 years old and she's like, how in the world can I ever have a kid? This is bizarre. And so she laughed. And the whole idea was in the Bible, they kind of counted it as a negative thing that she laughed in the face of God. How prideful is that, But I thought it was kind of poetic in that I don't believe that anything is too sacred to be talked about. I think that we should all be able to talk about issues openly and disagree. And I think one of the biggest joys in life is being able to laugh at things that are absurd or funny or just things that we want to laugh at. And I don't think even God is above being silly. And I don't know, I just think that laughter can be a really healing medicine. And I don't ever mean it as making fun of anyone or their beliefs, but simply laughing at the absurdity of life and the absurdity of humanity. And with the context that all the stories of Mormonism and this whole culture I've grown up in since I was a kid, and I have always been very, very too committed, some would say. And so it still has a very special place in my heart. And of course I have mixed feelings about it, seeing as I have now left the church. But I think there are a lot of beautiful and funny and just meaningful parts of the religion and the culture that I want to celebrate and also discuss and find maybe ways that we can be more nuanced and suggestions for how ex-Mormons and Mormons alike can interface with each other in a way that has respect for everyone and in a way that just kind of improves all of our quality of life. So with that said, welcome to the podcast, and this will be my first video. Right after this, I'm going to make another video about baby blessings, so be sure to check that out. And if you could like or share or subscribe, that would really help me to reach more people. I would really love to be able to have a bigger audience so that I can connect with people who can relate to my story. And that would really mean a lot if you could help out with that. In addition, I also have a Patreon. No obligation to donate or anything, but if you are interested in joining, I will have bonus content. For example, throughout my podcast, I am going to be drawing a lot because a lot of the things that I want to show you are not like easily available online. So I am going to be drawing, different buildings and such from memory. This will be especially relevant to when we talk about the temple, as well as other personal art that I am making. And I'll be posting like time lapses of me drawing those on Patreon. So if you're interested in that, it could be really fun to check out. And hope to see you there.